Hi, Aries. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Somewhere right now, as you're watching this, there's someone who can't sleep. And I don't mean tossing and turning because of stress or work or anything like that. I mean can't sleep because of you, specifically because of thoughts about you that won't quiet down no matter what they do. And those thoughts aren't passing. They're not the kind that drift through and disappear. They're the kind that sit, that stay, that keep circling back to the same place no matter how many times they try to redirect. And what I'm about to show you today is exactly what's happening in that person's mind, every layer of it, and what they're building toward revealing. And before we pull a single card, I need to say this. What this person is carrying for you isn't something they talk about freely. It's not something they've announced. It hasn't made it into a conversation yet, but it's real. It's been real for a while. And the nighttime hours, when everything else goes quiet and there's nothing left to distract them, that's when it gets the loudest. And what they're realizing lying there in the dark is that they can't keep it in much longer. Something is about to shift. Something is about to be said. And today the cards are going to show us exactly what that something is. Claim this reading loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this, because this energy is yours. Okay, so here's how I'm pulling this today. I'm doing something a little different. I'm weaving oracle cards in with the tarot cards throughout because oracle cards speak to energy in a way that's really specific, really personal. And for a reading about what someone's feeling at 3 a.m., I want to get as close to their actual inner world as possible. So we'll have tarot cards for the structure and oracle cards for the feeling. Let's pull first their energy right now. What's actually happening inside them. The Nine of Swords, the Moon, and the Oracle card. I can't stop thinking about you. Okay? The Nine of Swords, the Moon, and the Oracle card. I can't stop thinking about you. And honestly, these three together just confirmed everything. Nine of Swords first. And this is the most literal card for this reading because the Nine of Swords is the lying awake card. It's 3 a.m. and the mind won't stop card. And what this card is showing me about their energy right now, the nights are the loudest part of their day because during the day there are things to do, places to be, people to talk to, distractions that mostly work. But the second everything goes quiet, you're there, front and center. And the Nine of Swords is that experience of lying in the dark, thinking about something you can't resolve just by thinking about it. Because the thing you're thinking about isn't a problem to be solved, it's a feeling to be felt. And feelings don't respond to logic at 3 a.m., they just are. And right now, what is you, then the moon. And the moon in this position is so layered because the moon is the hidden world card, the what's really happening underneath the surface card. And what the moon is showing me about their energy right now is that there's a whole interior landscape happening that most people around them can't see. Like the version of this person their friends see is composed, fine, mostly okay. But the moon version, the 3 a.m. version, is completely different. It's the version that replays things, that wonders, that feels things fully without the armor of the daytime. And the moon doesn't hide the truth. It just shows it in the dark. And what it's showing me in the dark is someone who is full of you. And then the Oracle card, I can't stop thinking about you. And I pulled this specifically for their energy because this is the most honest way to say what the Nine of Swords and the Moon are both pointing to. Like, not I think about you sometimes, not you cross my mind occasionally. I can't stop. The can't is doing all the work in that phrase. Because can't means it's not a choice. It's not something they're doing deliberately or romantically or with any kind of agenda. It's just happening. The way breathing happens, the way the tide comes in, and an I can't stop thinking about you that lives in the Nine of Swords and the Moon. That's one of the most honest things a person can feel, and it's what's happening right now for you. Second, what specifically they're thinking about. The Six of Cups, the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and the Oracle card, what we could be. Okay, the Six of Cups, the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and the Oracle card, what we could be, for what specifically they're thinking about at 3 a.m. And this combination is so specific, I had to take a breath. Six of Cups first, and the Six of Cups is memory. Warm, specific, real memory. And in this position, for what they're thinking about, this card is showing me that what keeps them up isn't abstract. It's specific, specific moments, specific things you said, the specific way something felt between you at a particular moment in time. And the Six of Cups memories don't feel like the past when they visit at 3 a.m. They feel present. Like the memory walks in and sits down and it's like no time passed at all. And this person is lying there and the memories just keep coming one after another, each one landing with that specific warmth that only the real thing produces. And the real thing is what's keeping them awake. Then the Lovers card. And the Lovers card in this position, for what they're thinking about, is not just attraction. The Lovers is a soul level thing, a recognition thing, a this person and I have something that I can't quite explain, but I also can't deny thing. And at 3 a.m., when the Lovers card energy is active, what that looks like is someone lying there going, I think this is the person. Not necessarily saying it out loud, not necessarily ready to act on it, but feeling it fully, quietly, with the specific weight of something that matters. And the Lovers card at 3 a.m. is one of the most honest versions of itself because there's no performance at 3 a.m. Nobody's showing off in the dark. What's there is just what's real. Then the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands in this position is the what could be card, the new fire card, the imagination running forward card. Like, they're not just thinking about what has been, they're thinking about what could be. Picturing things, scenarios, conversations that haven't happened yet, what it would look like if they just said something. What might exist if they were honest about what they feel? And the Ace of Wands at 3 a.m. is that specific kind of excited thinking that keeps you awake even when you're exhausted. The kind where your mind won't stop because it's too busy imagining something that feels possible and real and worth losing sleep over. And then the Oracle card, what we could be. And this is exactly what the Ace of Wands was pointing to. What we could be, not what we were, not what we are right now. What we could be. And that phrase, what we could be, is one of the most vulnerable things a person can sit with at 3 a.m. because it's hope. And hope is terrifying, especially hope about a specific person. Because that kind of hope has a specific face and a specific name, and when it doesn't work out, it hurts in a specific way. And this person is lying there holding that hope in the dark, wide awake, and it has your face on it. Third, what's been stopping them from saying something? The Eight of Swords, the Hermit reversed, the Five of Wands, and the Oracle card, I'm afraid of what you'll say. Okay, the Eight of Swords, the Hermit reversed, the Five of Wands, and the Oracle card, I'm afraid of what you'll say, for what's been stopping them. And this section is where it gets really honest. Eight of Swords first. And the Eight of Swords is the trapped in your own mind card. And in this position, for what's been stopping them, the Eight of Swords is showing me the stories, the specific stories they've been telling themselves about how this could go wrong. Like, what if they say something and it changes everything? What if you don't feel the same way? What if saying it out loud makes it real in the wrong direction? And the Eight of Swords builds its prison entirely out of thoughts, not out of actual circumstances, not out of anything that's actually happened, just thoughts, just the what ifs. And the what ifs have been loud enough to keep them silent. So far, then the Hermit reversed. And the Hermit upright is someone going inward by choice, productively, with a lantern. Reversed, it's someone who has been inward for too long, who started processing something alone and then got stuck in the processing. And in this position, for what's stopping them, the Hermit reversed is showing me that this person has been having this conversation with themselves for a while now, going over it and over it, trying to figure out the right moment, the right words, the right way to say the thing without it going wrong. And the longer they stay in the Hermit reversed loop, the harder it gets to step out of it, because the internal conversation has been going on so long that the actual conversation starts to feel impossible. But it isn't. And the reversed Hermit is almost ready to come back out. Then the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is the internal conflict card, the competing voices card. And in this position, what's stopping them is a whole argument happening inside them at all hours. Part of them says, just say it. Part of them says, don't risk it. Part of them says they feel it too. Part of them says, what if you're wrong? And the Five of Wands conflict is exhausting, which is also why they can't sleep, because they're not just thinking about you, they're also arguing with themselves about what to do about thinking about you. And the Five of Wands doesn't resolve quietly. It resolves when one voice finally gets loud enough to drown out the others. And that voice, the one that says just say it, is getting louder. And then the Oracle card, I'm afraid of what you'll say. And this is the most honest card in this whole section, because underneath the Eight of Swords stories and the Hermit reverse loop and the Five of Wands conflict, this is what it actually is. I'm afraid of what you'll say. Not afraid of their own feelings. They know their feelings. The Nine of Swords has been very clear about their feelings. Afraid of yours. Afraid that saying it out loud will give you the power to confirm the worst version of the what if. And that fear, I'm afraid of what you'll say, is one of the most human things there is. It's also the thing standing between the 3 a.m. thoughts and the actual conversation. Fourth, what they're about to reveal and how it's coming. The Judgment card, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Oracle card, I need you to know how I feel. Okay, the Judgment card, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Oracle card, I need you to know how I feel for what they're about to reveal and how it's coming. And let me sit with these for a second, because this combination is extraordinary. The Judgment card first, and Judgment is the Awakening card. They can't keep suppressing this card. The Trumpet sounding card. And in this position, for what's coming, Judgment is telling me that this person has reached the point where the suppressing isn't working anymore. Like, the Nine of Swords Knights kept piling up. The I can't stop thinking about you kept being true. The what we could be kept feeling real. And at some point, the Judgment card point, the weight of keeping it in becomes heavier than the fear of letting it out. And the trumpet is sounding right now for this person. And what it's calling them toward is honesty with you. Finally, then the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the romantic messenger, the one who leads with the heart, who moves toward the person they feel something for. And in this position, for how this is coming, the Knight of Cups is telling me that when this person finally says something, it's going to come from a real place, not scripted, not strategic, from the actual feeling. The one that's been keeping them up all night, the one that's been living in the Nine of Swords and the Moon and all the Oracle cards. And the Knight of Cups doesn't deliver things halfway. When he arrives with his whole heart in his hands. And what he's bringing to you is everything he's been lying awake thinking about. Then the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the breakthrough card. The truth finally being said card. And in this position, the Ace of Swords is the moment, the actual moment when what has been living in the dark finally comes into the light. And the Ace of Swords doesn't do it gently. It doesn't ease in or test the waters or hint around it. It arrives sharp and clear and honest, like, here's what I've been feeling. Here's how long I've been feeling it. Here's what I need you to know. And after all the Eight of Swords stories and the Hermit reversed loops and the Five of Wands arguments, the Ace of Swords is the voice that finally wins, the just say it voice. And it's coming. And then the Oracle card, I need you to know how I feel. And this is the revelation. This is what the whole reading has been building toward. I need you to know how I feel, not I want you to know. Need, because it's become necessary, because the Nine of Swords nights and the I can't stop thinking about you and the what we could be have been building pressure, and pressure needs somewhere to go, and where it's going is to you in the form of the most honest thing this person has probably said to anyone in a long time. And the Oracle card, I need you to know how I feel. That's the message. That's what's coming. Drop a comment and say, I receive this, because it's on its way. Okay. Tea leaf cards, 6 of them. Getting really specific. First tea leaf card. A bedroom ceiling stared at for hours? A bedroom ceiling stared at for hours. And this is the central image of this reading showing up in the tea leaves, because we've all been there, lying there, eyes open, looking at nothing. And the ceiling doesn't offer answers. It just receives the thoughts. And this person has been in that exact position, multiple nights, multiple hours. And what this tea leaf card is confirming, the sleeplessness is real. The 3 a.m. thoughts are real. And what they're thinking about during every one of those ceiling staring hours is you. Next tea leaf card. A message drafted and redrafted until the words feel right. A message drafted and redrafted until the words feel right. And this image is so specific because they've been trying to say something multiple times, different versions, different approaches, sometimes short, sometimes long, sometimes deleting the whole thing and starting over, because nothing quite captures what they actually want to say. And what this tea leaf card is telling me, the words exist. They've been working on the words, and the Ace of Swords coming means the version that finally feels right is almost done. Next tea leaf card, a heart that's been quiet for a long time starting to speak. A heart that's been quiet for a long time starting to speak. And I love this image because it's so specific about the timing. A heart that's been quiet for a long time, meaning this didn't start yesterday. This has been building quietly in the background, underneath the surface of whatever dynamic exists between you, and a heart starting to speak. That's the Judgment card energy made personal. The moment when what was internal starts to move toward external. And once a heart that's been quiet starts to speak, it's very hard to stop it. Next tea leaf card. The moment just before someone says something that changes everything. The moment just before someone says something that changes everything. And this tea leaf card is so specific about where they are right now, not after the revelation, not during it, the moment just before. And there's a specific quality to that moment when you're standing on the edge of saying something real. When you know that once it leaves your mouth, the whole dynamic shifts. And this person is standing in that moment right now, right at the edge. And the cards are saying they're about to step off it. And what comes after that step is the whole reason this reading exists. Next tea leaf card. Two people finally in the same conversation they've been having separately. Two people finally in the same conversation they've been having separately. And this image, this is one of the most beautiful things the tea leaves can show. Because what it means is you've both been in this conversation, just not with each other. They've been having it in the Nine of Swords nights. In the drafts they didn't send. In the oracle card, I can't stop thinking about you. And you've been having it too. In whatever way this reading found you. And the tea leaf card is showing me the moment those two separate conversations finally become one. When both people are in the same room saying the same things, finally out loud to each other. And the last tea leaf card, something kept private for too long, finally being released. Something kept private for too long, finally being released. And your guide saved this for last because it's the whole movement of this reading in one image. Something kept private, the Nine of Swords thoughts, the moon's hidden world, the I can't stop thinking about you, the what we could be, the I'm afraid of what you'll say. All of that has been private. Living in the dark in the 3 a.m. hours. And finally being released, that's the Judgment card, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups arriving. The I need you to know how I feel, and what gets released when someone finally says the private thing out loud is one of the most freeing experiences there is for both people. And that release, it's coming for both of you. Okay, final messages from your guides. 6 cards. They've been thinking about you longer than you know. They've been thinking about you longer than you know. And your guides want this to be the first message. Because I feel like sometimes when we sense someone might have feelings for us, we second guess the timeline. We wonder if it's recent, if it's real, if we're reading too much into it. And your guides are saying the timeline is longer than you think. This didn't start last week. The Nine of Swords has been active for a while. The moon has been carrying this for a while. And the I can't stop thinking about you oracle card, that's not a new feeling. That's a feeling that found its name, but it's been there. And it's been real for longer than either of them has said out loud yet. Next final card. Let them come to you with it. Your energy already called it in. Let them come to you with it. Your energy already called it in. And your guides are being so specific here because I think some of you might be tempted when you feel someone building towards something to make it easier, to reach halfway, to signal that it's safe. And your guides are saying, you don't need to do that. Your energy is already doing the work. The fact that this reading found you, the fact that you're here, the fact that the Nine of Swords is happening on their end, your energy called all of that in. And the most powerful thing you can do right now is simply be yourself and let the Knight of Cups arrive. Next final card. What they're about to say has been true for a long time. What they're about to say has been true for a long time. And this is such an important message because of what it means for the quality of the revelation. This isn't something they decided recently. It's not a feeling that arrived last Tuesday. What they're about to say has been true, living in the Six of Cups memories and the Lover's recognition and the What We Could Be Oracle card for a long time. And things that have been true for a long time and finally get said, they land differently. They have a weight to them, a realness. This isn't impulsive. This isn't fleeting. This has been sitting in me and it needs to come out quality. And when it arrives, you'll feel that weight and it will tell you everything you need to know. Next, final card. Receive this with an open heart. You're allowed to feel it too. Receive this with an open heart. You're allowed to feel it too. And your guides are saying this so gently because sometimes when something we've been hoping for actually arrives, we guard against it. We go cautious. We protect ourselves in case it isn't real. We hold back feeling it fully in case it goes wrong. And your guides are saying, when this comes, when the Knight of Cups arrives, when the I need you to know how I feel lands, let yourself feel it. Don't manage it. Don't contain it. You're allowed to be moved. You're allowed to let it in. You're allowed to feel everything that comes up when someone finally says the thing that's been true for a long time. That's not weakness. That's being human. And being human is exactly what this moment calls for. Next, final card. Save this reading because what's coming is worth documenting. Save this reading because what's coming is worth documenting. And your guides want this moment saved. Bookmark it. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today and come back when the message finally lands. Come back when the I need you to know how I feel arrives. Come back when the moment just before becomes the moment. Look back at this reading and understand. This is where you knew before it happened, before they said it. This is where the cards showed you what was coming in the 3 a.m. hours of someone who can't stop thinking about you. And when you come back, drop a comment and tell us what happened, because it's going to happen. And we want to know. And the very last card, the 3 a.m. thoughts are about to become a 3 p.m. conversation. The 3 a.m. thoughts are about to become a 3 p.m. conversation, and your guides saved the most specific truth for last. Because everything that's been living in the dark, in the 9 of Swords hours, in the moon's hidden world, in the bedroom ceiling, in the drafted messages, it's moving toward the light, toward the actual conversation, toward the I need you to know how I feel, said out loud, in real time, directly to you. And 3 a.m. thoughts becoming a 3 p.m. conversation, that's the whole arc of this reading, from hidden to visible, from private to said, from almost to actually. And that conversation, whenever it comes, is going to change something. And the change is going to feel like something you've been waiting for. Okay, so to wrap this whole thing up, and I want every word of this to land, this person is up all night thinking about you, and they're about to reveal everything. And the cards showed us exactly what's been happening. The 9 of Swords and the Moon and the Oracle card, I can't stop thinking about. You showed us their energy right now, lying awake, full of you, the hidden world running hot underneath the surface. The 6 of Cups and the Lovers and the Ace of Wands and the Oracle card, what we could be, showed us exactly what they're thinking about. The 8 of Swords and the Hermit reversed and the 5 of Wands and the Oracle card, I'm afraid of what you'll say, showed us what's been stopping them. And the Judgment card and the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords and the Oracle card, I need you to know how I feel, showed us exactly what they're about to reveal and how it's coming. And the bedroom ceiling stared at for hours. The message drafted and redrafted. The heart that's been quiet for a long time starting to speak. The moment just before someone says something that changes everything. All of it pointing to the same place. The 3 a.m. thoughts are becoming a conversation. And that conversation is coming to you. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this and I receive this, and what's coming has been true for a long time. Because every word of that is true. Save this reading, share it with someone who needs to hear it today, and come back when the conversation happens, because it's going to happen. And we want to know. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps Moonveil Tarot reach more people who need these messages. Drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a reading. Thank you so much for being here today. Take really good care of yourself. Keep your heart open. And remember, somewhere right now, someone is lying awake, thinking about you. And what they're thinking is everything. This is Moonveil Tarot signing off. Bye, loves.